Northern Group calls for sacking of defense chief and army chief over bombing of civilians in Kaduna. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. It was gathered that Muslim worshippers were killed by an aerial bombardment. The army has said the airstrikes were targeting terrorists. The Arewa Action Group for Good Governance, a Northern group, has called for the immediate resignation of the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Mustafa, and the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tarid Lagbaja, will be sacked by President Bola Tinubu over the bombing of unarmed civilians in Kaduna State. While I send my condolences to the family of those that lost their lives, I am saying the Chief of Army Staff is sacking them going to do anything because no be them use the equipment. There is a detail, please. Sahara reporters reported on Monday that the Nigerian military on Sunday killed scores of Muslims celebrating the birthday of Prophet Muhammad Walid Nabi in the state. It was gathered that the Muslim worshippers were killed by an aerial bombardment. The army has said the airstrikes were targeting terrorists. However, the Arewa group on Tuesday condemned the bombing of unarmed civilians in Tudumbiri while alleging that the action of the Nigerian army has cast a shadow on the human rights rating of the Nigerian army. The group, in a statement signed by Moses Saleh, made available to the press, accused the Chief of the Defense Staff, General Christopher Mustafa, of conniving with the Nigerian army to cause havoc in communities in Kaduna State. The group said the Chief of Defense Staff sanctioned the action of the Nigerian army without the involvement of the Nigerian Air Force, the service responsible for air operations. The statement read in part, "There are questions surrounding the attack by the Nigerian army. It is inexcusable that such a blunder could be done. The Nigerian army is an infantry regiment, and even with some air components and capabilities, it is still suspect that they could mistake a group of worshippers for terrorists. Where is the place of intelligence gathering? If this wasn't intentional, we wonder what else, because a situation where the Nigerian army would undertake air operations without the involvement of the Nigerian Air Force is suspect, and the result is what is before us. Hundreds of innocent lives have been lost, and hundreds of others with varying degrees of injuries. We have every doubt that the action of the Nigerian army is a vendetta mission. There are no two ways about it. On the strength, it happened in a community in Kaduna State, where the Chief of Defense Staff hails from. We understand that some intrigues played out regarding his appointment as Chief of Defense Staff. Unfortunately, the Chief of Army Staff allowed himself to be involved in such illegality. If indeed the intent was aimed at the terrorists, why was the Nigerian Air Force not involved? These are questions that must have answers. The number of lives wasted because an individual feels entitled to use state power as it deemed necessary is a sad commentary. We call for the sack of the Chief of the Defense and Army Staff. This is unacceptable. Nigerians must not be at the mercy of the security agencies who are constitutionally mandated to protect lives and properties and preserve the country's territorial integrity. We are calling on the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces to take decisive action in the overall interests of Nigerians. We are tempted to believe that scores of such incidences might have occurred in other parts of the country and gone unnoticed. See, if I was even calm with these people, but if you tell me I'm going to say, are you sure they didn't even plan it? You understand? Sure, you such a no planner because it is becoming something else. So Nigerian army actually went and they started using that particular equipment without the Nigerian Air Force to guide them. What exactly is the problem? Why? Oh, wow. Now, wow. So the thing is, if it is not no, as in, if you want to pretend, say you don't know, you get a CB for EL. I tell you, you cannot overlook this one. You can't. Why Nigerian, like I said before, why the army go know say they want to do airstrikes? They no go call Navy. I say Navy, they no go call Air Force. That is just that. And I'm, asking myself, is it worth it? Should they be really, really sentenced to, what's it called? Will they be there? Mission failed. Buhari never sacked any chief of army staff because of such mistake. Is it chief of army staff that did it? Exactly what I'm saying. Nemesis has a way of catching up on those who enjoys injustices on other people, thinking they are more special than others. Truth and justice can save Nigeria more than sentiments. 8 years of killing in Kaduna, nobody calls for sacks, but now everyone is vibrating. The blood of innocent souls in the past is crying for vengeance. It is not about who is in charge. Exactly. Please, nobody should sack them. We, the Arewa youth, love the good work the Nigerian soldiers are doing in the north. This is not funny. Please, this is not funny. It is only in Nigeria. All other soldiers all over the world protect their countries and citizens, and in Nigeria, calamity before you. Arrest and prosecute those untrained soldiers. It's not funny. Somebody is saying this is sack Air Force chief. How they go sack Air Force chief? Person no dey, you no tell am say you want use the equipment. You just use them. Then you won't be then sack am. To me, it is not okay. Alright. From all the comments I have seen here, I realized that this place is not Southern Kaduna because when El-Rufai was governor, they're killing them in dozens and nothing will happen. Now, things have turned around. Yes, so they say Muslims were praying, not Christians. So most deaf, it is Northern Kaduna. It is Northern Kaduna. Sacking will never solve the problem, rather pay for the country. Why are we confusing ourselves? Everything Northerners, please try to embrace peace, I beg. Nobody's above mistake. Let them give them more time. We are one Nigeria. More time to do what? Okay. Northerners should continue enjoying it while it lasts. General Chris Mosasa, we from the other Northern group are calling for your success as you discharge your duties. Even Mr. President ought to have resigned. Okay. You go reach everybody in the north. Baba Buhari refused to change service chiefs despite all pressure to avoid this kind of mess. Well, let us continue looking now and see how this turns out. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for turning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.